Okay, so good morning and good evening, everybody, and welcome back in today's class. Today we are on the day number 41. Thank you. Thank you so much for a long journey with me. So now we are going to be discuss a very separate topic. Separate means if you notice, if I able to share this screen, or maybe I can open this presentation. Let me show you. Where it's gone. This one. Yep. Right. If you notice on this part, we have done almost RT workflow. This thing we have done. This is, I have no idea, so I'll not pick it. ITBM we done on the high level part. Then IRM, that is GRC, we pick up. HRSD, yes, we discuss that how the policies or the catalogs all work. Then on the CSM part, we discuss customer service management. Now the last and the important topic in this picture is left, that is ITOM. The second part. This one. Okay. So at point of time in the market, three things are well known in service now. ITSM, ITBM, and ITOM. ITSM we done with the complete in-depth practical scenarios. ITBM we done with the overall and theoretical concept, demand, financial, resource management, time card. Only one part has been left in ITBM, that is called the Agile. We will do today. Now I'm going to pick up a very technical part that is called the ITOM, IT Operation Management. Okay. The question comes, why we need ITOM? That is an important question. Why we need the ITOM? Or what is the fundamental of ITOM? We are as a human being, okay, we have a lot of things in our house to survive in our life. House, car, garage, fridge, kitchen, washing machine, laptop, mobile phone, cupboards, wardrobes, clothes, shoes, pants, shirt, jeans, pen, copy. A lot of things are there which help us to survive a human being in the life. And we have to be maintain that as well. If you will not maintain your house, after some time, it is be completely destructed in not a good format. Okay. So in the same manner, in our IT industry, we have a lot of infrastructure part. I'll not say the network only, infrastructure, complete infra. That includes your routers, networks, devices, laptops, everything. Okay. That includes all these things. Now, as a human, as a IT guy, okay, as a IT guy, as an IT guy, I have to maintain my network. I have to maintain my routers. I have to maintain my systems. Let's take example. Ima, Saba, and EB working in a company. Okay, working in a company. Because currently we are working from home, So company delivered the laptop to their addresses. They got the laptop. They start using it. Now they're working on the laptop and performing their day-to-day activity. Okay. Suddenly, EB's laptop not working. She's not able to log in, or it's very slow. EB call to service desk. Company service desk. Hey, good morning. My name is EB. I got this laptop. Laptop asset number is this. It is very slow. They see, okay, let us check, ma'am. They check and they said, ma'am, or EB, on your laptop, the antivirus is old. The version of antivirus is old. EB says, okay, let me upgrade it. They says, no, you cannot upgrade. Why? Because this is the official laptop. You cannot download from the internet and you can install. Then you have to come to office. EB says, not possible. I'm in my hometown. It will take 3 days for me to travel and come there. And I cannot take leave as well. I cannot travel it. Now what? Here this concept come into the picture. ITOM. And in ITOM, only one major concept we are going to be discuss. That is called the discovery. Means go and discover and do the needful. Now, if Saba need to be enter into my house, he has to prove his identity on the security main gate. Okay, sir, where are you going? I want to meet my friend Mr. Atul Grover. Okay, which flight number? This flight number. Show me your ID card, sir. Saba, show the ID card. That guard, call me. Sir, there is a one person named Saba is at the doorstep at the main gate. He want to meet you. I said, yes, he's my friend. Send him inside. Then he came there. Now in this thing, two things has been changed. Number one, myself as Atul Grover. And number two is Saba. Okay, so remember this example. We will discuss when I go for this discovery part. So discovery, what discovery in the literally meaning or in the layman language is something to be find out. To find out something and do the next operation. Today my kid was not there, so I think let me find out his all the broken toys and fix it. I'm doing a discovery and fixing it. Example which I give for EB laptop. Put in your mind for some time. We will discuss that why and how this can be sorted out now. Okay, so let me come on a book now here. Okay, which talk about the discovery fundamentals. Okay. Important point is that this is the concept which is purely technical, guys. Even though consulting is required pure technical. Remember, it is not a functional consulting here. No, it is pure technical consulting because it deals on the fundamentals of the infrastructure. Okay. So this is what we're going to be discuss in our today's class. So we know CMDB, that what is CMDB collection or where all the CIs has been stayed, they have relationship, they have a hardware, software, application, network devices. Those are the CMDB in the short picture, which we discussed already. Okay, let me take you down. Configuration item, Any component which help us to provide the or deliver the service. That is a component. CI basically. It can be hardware, it can be application. Okay. This is important now. Okay. Now the example which I put, that Saba is there at my security main gate. Okay. And he want to be enter into my house. Now if I take another example, let's say we 11 people or 12 people started a company. Okay. We 11, 12 people started a company. Now on the day one, when we only 11 are employees or 12 are employees, we purchase the laptops on the company's name. One laptop to Kushbu, one Akanksha, one Ugo, one Gloria, Olu, Ima, Saba, myself, Priya, MJ, and Dipsy. Easy to remember. Okay, who is having laptop number 12? Dipsy has. Who is having laptop number 8? Olu has. Easy to remember. We are sitting in a common place in a common network and we are able to track. After 10 days, I hired 2 more people. 2 more laptops are there. 13 and 14 number. Okay, good. After 2 months, I hired 10 more people. 10 more laptops I gave to them. Still I remember because count is less, 30, 40 people I can still count on my fingers. After 6 months, I hired 100 more candidates and 100 more laptops has been given. Now the problem came. All 100 are scattered down in the world. Few are working from Europe, few are working from US, few are working from Canada, few are working from Nordic countries, few are working from Asia side, few are working from the other countries. Tough to remember. Then Dipsy is our IT guy. She started preparing an Excel sheet and putting the name and the employee number and the asset number. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Now after 6 months, we hired 2000 people. 2000 laptops have been given. Now it become a hectic for Dipsy. I cannot do 2000 manual records. No, it's not possible for me because somehow you need some mechanism so that you can track your infrastructure because it is an infra for you. Your laptops are your infra, right? Right? Your laptops are your infra only. Then Dipsy says to Saba, guys, the core member, all 12 members, let's have a meeting. She said, guys, now we have more than 3000 people in our company. As an IT guy, it's not possible for me to maintain the things in the Excel sheet. And to make sure that all the laptops should have a latest compliance. Compliance in the sense, have a latest antivirus, latest defenders, latest patches. I cannot call everybody, hey guys, come to office and do the needful. Come office, connect to the network, get updated patches and all. Then Saba says, yes, I agree. Today we are 3000 and maybe after 2 months, 3 months, we're going to be 10,000. Very tough. Then what to do? Here the concept came, discovery. Then out of the blue moon, Priya come and say, guys, let's use ServiceNow item product. Everybody interested? Okay, tell us what is this? Priya said it is a license based. Okay. Second option, second point, that we will run a code which we run on our network. From that network, it will find out complete in the complete area, in the complete kind of file. Not the world is a very big thing, but still I can say I will write a code with a specific set of assets code, or I can say some kind of limits or some kind of a range, I say specifically say, and find out that who is using the laptop. As soon as they will connect on the internet. Okay, as soon as they connect on the internet, I will get the details. So it's like from the GPS finding out who is staying where. I'm sure many of you remember there's a game came called the Pikachu. On the mobile phone, you see the location, you reach there and you find out the Pikachu. Right? The same concept work here. So the logic which you build up, you put on the internet, that go and see who is using my laptop. Then let's say Khushbu cousin also in my company. It will see, oh, I have one laptop which is matching with my patrons. Let's say I'm changing a little example to give you more understanding, because these are the 3-4 concepts I'm discussing it here. Let's say Khushbu says to her husband, go to market and bring the product of this company only. Husband said, okay. Then Khushbu says, when you go to the market now, in the second lane, take a right. After 10 shops, there's a 2 shops who is having the same name. Then pass the 2 shops, go to the 3rd shop and ask for this product. What Khushbu is giving to her husband? She's giving a pattern to find out the things. Right? It is a pattern. Like whenever you visit to a new city, right? And you say, guys, okay, I'm going a little bit outside for a walk. Then the lady says, okay, when you're returning back, now remember that you have to take a turn from here. Then you will find this thing. Then you find this thing. Then you will take a right and you reach to our house. Okay, so I am giving a pattern. This pattern is very important in the discovery, because we write a pattern. Priya write a pattern to find out the laptops which belong to his or her company. That is another point which is called the pattern here. Okay, the last concept in this sequence, and then we'll go for the book part. Okay, let's say we are 12 running a company, and we got a project from a company. Company name says Flat. There's a company named Flat, and we got a project. Okay. Now what happened that LNG is a company and we get a project from a company called Flat. We says to Flat that guys, we are going to maintain your infrastructure, your all laptops, network, routers, we are going to be maintained. Okay. Now what this is, and in the background, LNG is using the service now. Okay. So it means we run some kind of a query which go to your area and find out the details and update that assets or the route. Sorry, not assets, the infra details into the service now. Now, if I say, did we allow everybody to reach to my doorstep, to my flat or to my house? If I'm staying in a society, I will never allow anybody without my permission. They should enter into my, or they reach to my flatter house. I'll put some barrier to verify the identity. Okay. What that barrier called? That barrier called the mid server. So mid server is like a firewall. If I take in a layman example, it work like a firewall. I as a LNG sending a query to mid server. Mid server read that query and send it to the flat infra and get the result from here, so that I can say it's like this. And then from there, the results are going to LNG and LNG is updating the results in the service now by this way. So mid server is the one who authenticate that the data, the request which is coming is from LNG or some other fraud company. If this particular server satisfied that yes, it is from the right company, then only it open the doors for the flat infra. Get the data, come here, put the data. So now it is for EB, it is going to be tough to remember the 3000 assets name. She cannot write down the in Excel sheet. And what Priya says to EB, let's write a pattern which we are sending to the network. As soon as our employee join or connect the laptop to the internet, they will get that our query will run there and get the redis and come back to us. Little complicated. Let me show you on the picture perspective. Number one, what is a mid server? It is management, instrumentation and discovery. It manages a lot of things, that what is going, what is out. Instrumentation, work for the progressing. It is a method to do that part. It's called instrumentation. And discovery, to find out the pattern which you write. And it is a Java server which run on the window at the Linux. Okay. For us, this is okay to understand. Okay. Now let me show you the picture. Where it is gone. This is, yeah. So what I'm saying, that this is us, LNG. This is customer network flat. How it's go? From a service now, I'm sending a request here. It is a one way as of now. I'll show the second two way. I'm sending a query which is passing to the company of firewall. From that query, it go to the mid server here. In the mid server, it go to Linux, to Windows, to the router. Khushbu says 4 products to bring out of market. One is cosmetic, one is food item, one is this crockery item, and one is the clothing item. For the 4 different products, she gave the 4 different pattern to her husband. This is what we are doing, because maybe my customer is just not using the Windows server. They're using the Linux as well. They're using the router as well. Out of 3000, EB says our 1000 employee is using the MacBook and rest 2000 are using the Windows. Okay. So the query which I run from here, it go here, it find out, okay, it's a Linux server. Okay. When I go to Linux server, what I need to be find out that, okay, how much RAM this particular laptop has, how much, what I can say, memory it has, what processor it has, what OS it has. This is what discovery says. I'll give you one simple example. When a girl or boy in the age of marriage, parents has a meeting. Then parents has a meeting for the both side. Then girl's parents inquiry about the boy, and the boy parents inquiry about the girl. In India, it is little famous thing. So let's say there is a marriage in Akanksha's house. Akanksha's call me and say, Atul sir, you are staying in this area. I said yes. Sir, actually there is a discussion going on of my sister marriage. Can you little bit inquiry about that boy? I said, okay, what do you want to inquiry? Sir, just go and see, are they staying in a good location? Is boy is actually staying here? How's the family? How's the behavior of the family? You can get it from the neighborhood. This is what she gave me a pattern and the set of questions. I go in that locality, try to find out, okay, Akanksha, give me this much name or this address. Yes, the person is staying here. I talk to the neighbors, little bit information I try to find out, and take that answer, come back to my house, put the things to Akanksha and query done. This is what the pattern has been written, the result has been taken and stored into the service now. This is what it's going. In the mid server, in the service now, I write the patterns which go to the mid server. Mid server find out that it is for Linux, it is for Windows, it is for routers. Oh, it is for Linux. Okay, sound to the Linux. What information I have to find out? I have to find out that to whom this laptop has been assigned. Means who is logged in that laptop. What is the OS on this laptop? What is the server, or sorry, what is the memory of this laptop? What is the fan on this laptop? What is the motherboard on this laptop? I find out the results. Come here, send back to service now. This is what in a small example that what discovery do. It can be agent or it can be agentless. Nowadays it is a agentless. Earlier what happened that if I am a service provider, I tell to my customer that guys, I'm giving you a code, please install that code in all your infrastructure. Customer say, boss, come on, I don't have any time. Then I say, okay, let me install a mid server because this is the customer premise and I'm on the cloud. So customer says, sorry, if you are on the cloud, maybe you can send any wrong information. Maybe hacker can hack and they can ask any wrong information from me. So I need something in between who authenticate the things. That is a mid server come into the picture. And mid server is on the customer environment. It's on the customer premises. So now I'm sending a query which is going to the mid server. Mid server authenticate that is the query which is coming from the right ServiceNow instance or not. If yes, then it pass the things. And the line which you're seeing here, this is called the ECCQ. ECC, I forget the full name. Maybe we will try to find out here. ECCQ, which contains the only information that what question I need and what answer I'm bringing. This is what ECCQ do. Let me come here. Clear everybody till this point. A little bit, maybe not 100%, but there's a concept is coming in your mind. Yes, something other than ITSM, other than HRSD, we have something on the place because it is not possible for EB to take down the 3000 laptops name. I'm just talking a laptop, maybe 3000 people are working and now our company has a 200 servers as well, 200 routers as well, 5000 IPs address as well. It is not easy to maintain for any of the company. We need some mechanism. We need some automatic thing. This is what the discovery do. Yes, guys. Any doubt? Any question, any clarification in this point? Ima, Olu, Saba, Dipsy, MJ, Priya, Kumar, Khushbu, Akanksha, Gloria. No reaction. It's a good action. Okay, good. Now let's come here. So what they're saying, this is what how mid server do. Okay. I cannot do anything practical here because if I want to do a practical part for iTerm, I have to be make my system as a server, install the mid server, and then we can do the things. I tried earlier, but I did not get much success. Okay, but from a consulting perspective, from a theoretical perspective, we should understand all these concepts. It follows the 6 steps. Number 1 is called the probing. New probe is created for query Windows Server for BIOS date using WMI. Don't know what is WMI, but what is the meaning here? Okay, what I want to know, or let's say I want to know about the Saba and Saba's life. Saba, how are you? He said, well. What are you doing? I'm a ServiceNow business analyst. Where you work? I work on this particular company. How much you earn? He did not respond. Okay, how much you spend in a month? This much dollar. How much save you? How much did you save? Approximate this much. How's your life going on? It's good. How's your married life? It's good. How's your wife? She's good. What I'm doing? I'm probing Saba. Again, because I want to know his life, about his life. Okay, how's your kids? It's good. How's your family? It's good. How many people are in your family? He respond back. How's your mother? She's good. Okay. How's your married life? It's good. What do you like in the lunch or the dinner? I like this. What do you like most in the breakfast? I like this. Where you go on the weekends for a time pass or for roam around? I go this particular place. Do you like shopping? Yes. What is your favorite brand? This. What brand do you like in the watches? This. This is the first step in the discovery. That is called the probing. Probing. We probe to the other person. This is what the business analyst do. If I want to be understand the business requirement, I always do a probe to my customer, so that he should tell me the exact or all the things which is required. When the probing has been set up, it's a new probe is created. Then the new probe is added to the trigger probe list for the window classifier. In the probing, we mention that to whom it should probe, a male or a female or a child. Because how my system will know that I have to go to the customer network and find out about the details. How should I know it is a Windows server or Unix server? I mention in the probing part. Okay. Then this has been done. The number 3, the mid server after classification. This is another step. This is a life cycle of a discovery. First, it's called probing. Then it's called the classification identification. The mid server after classification identification, when machine is identified, value launches a new probe to the BIOS state. What this mean? Like Khushbu says, go to that market, take a second turn, and then we'll find a shop. Her husband doing the same thing. Go to the market, take the second turn and go to the second shop. He classified, he identified, yes, this is the right what I can say, shop which Khushbu told me. Okay, this is what this classification do, because we, as we say, that it work on the two type of OS, Windows or Linux. Then in the probing, I have to mention that what to probe. First of all, it will go and probe. It is a window or it is a Linux. It is a window or it is a Linux. It is a window or it is a Linux. It say I'm a window. Then I will check. Like Khushbu says to her husband, when you go to the market on the second, when you reach to the center of this market, on the right side, second shop is the cosmetic shop. Her husband go to the market and by mistake, he took a wrong turn. Again, he's in the center of the market. He go to the second shop and probe. Hey, do you have cosmetic things? Sorry, sir, not. We don't have a cosmetic things. It means as per the probing, as per the pattern, it is not matching to that pattern which is given by Khushbu to her husband. Then he says, understand, no, I'm at the wrong place. Then again go to the next shop. Hey, do you have a cosmetic things? No, sir, we don't have a cosmetic thing. It's meant, do you have a Windows or Linux? I'm asking that part. That is called classification identification. Once he find out the right shop, then he's done the first step. Okay, I have to find the pattern. I find out the pattern here. I done the probing part. That this is a Windows server. Okay, then BIOS is returned to the bit server as a part of the payload from the new prop. Then this particular thing put a question to that particular shop. Okay, can you give me these products? Or can you give me the codes of these products? Because this is what Khushbu told to her husband. She did not say bring the product. She said just get the codes. That probing done, classification done, and now I am on the shop and asking for the detail. I find the detail, I load the detail in XML and returning back. So like this, 1, 2, done this, then taking back and this thing. Sensor records. And all the things, these black lines show the ECC queue. That what is going and what is coming. What is going, what is coming. What is going, what is coming. And here the new concept called the sensor, which parse the result of the return payload from the new probe. Okay, is this the right server? Is the right CI which I need to be entered? Yes. Okay, take it on the database. I'm mixing a lot of things, guys, I know. But the words are important here. The words are important here. Do you remember that there's a question I gave? Which technique, which formula, which method used in the global search? Anybody remember that answer? Anybody remember that answer? That what technique, what method, what formula we use in the global search? On which pattern, on which base the global search has been defined? It is called the Zing. Z-I-N-G. Zing is a method. Zing is a formula. Zing is an algorithm, I can say. Same in our discovery. We have a Shazam. S-Z-H-A-M. I guess this is the spelling. Shazam is the technique which go and do the probing part and find out the results for you. Okay. This is what we are going to be discussed here. So like if you see in the background, this is ECC in output, that what I want. Go to the firewall, run the query, go to the mid server. Then mid server probe, it is a Linux? No. It is a Windows? No. It is a VM cell? Yes. And then find out the back results to the mid server, and from here it go to the this part. Your ECC queue just contain, go and check this thing and bring this thing, that's all. Nothing much it contains. Your mid server contain the authentication. That what is agreement between LNG and the flat, what username, what password is there, it is becoming the right way. Yes, only then I'll accept and do the probing into my networks. Here you need to be write the technical thing. In the probing you have to write the technical code, logics you have to build up. Okay. Clear guys, everybody till this point. Maybe 5, 10, 20, 30%. You can put some reactions. If you put heart, it's 100%. If you put thumbs up, it's 50%. And if you put clapping, 30, 40% I can say. If you put this, 5%. Okay, 30, 40 is clear, good. If you clear this much, then I'm still happy. Because now you're not going as a blank page in the market saying, oh, sorry, I don't have an item idea. Okay. This is what we're learning as point of time. Okay, let me show you something up here. This is what ServiceNow provide me, item guided setup. Let me see if I have this thing. Yes, I have an item guided setup. That how you can install or how you can set up the item in your PDI. They have a proper steps. That's step number 1, step number 2, step number 3. We are not going to do because it's again require the mid-server installation, which we cannot do. So this is what they're saying. And item, the good point in item is that it works in the phase wise. Visibility, availability, and agility. If you install, if you're going to be use item for your customer, it doesn't mean that you will get all success in a one phase. No, in the first success, it says just do this part only for the few basics table and do the discovery. There's a new concept they have give, service mapping. Let me see if we have this concept or not. Service mapping. Oh, they don't have this concept, service mapping. Okay, we will discuss a little bit here. Okay, service mapping says, let's say now come back on this part. Okay, where it is gone, this one. This one, let's say this one. Where is that picture gone which we're doing? This one, let's say this one. Okay. Now let's say I run a pattern. Okay, it go to the system and it go to the client system and find out the results there. Yes, this is a laptop. Now in ServiceNow, where I need to be stored that laptop information in the CMDB table. In the CMDB, I have to put a laptop or the computers table. This is what the service mapping do. The information you're bringing, you have to be store that information somewhere in the ServiceNow as well. And in ServiceNow, we need to be store that information in the table. This is what service mapping do. Service mapping is the another concept and another job area in ServiceNow. Pure technical. Service mapping has a two type, vertical and the horizontal. Let me search here and just show you. This is what service mapping. There's in top base and the bottom up. See, this is ServiceNow instance. When you do the probing, it bring here, and then from here it update the CMDB data. Because ultimately the infrastructure which I'm using it is my CMDB only, CI data only, right? So I have to be stored into that somewhere in the system. So what this is like this thing. When you run your service mapping, it brings the data for you. And you have to be do the mapping like this. That which server, which infrastructure, which network, sorry, which router belong to which particular things. Remember this example, let me show you. It's gone. This one. We have this data 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have this data. But how the system will relate this data, this mapping, this is what the concept called service mapping do. This is what the service mapping do. Okay, and service mapping can be vertical, can be horizontal like this. Okay, till now what we discussed, that we created the CMDB data of the CI manually in our system. Now I cannot create 3000 laptops entry in the system manually. Then I write a discovery pattern, and the discovery pattern will go in the background, find out the CI and build the relationship for me. This is what the purpose of this particular discovery here. And service mapping is of mapping these services with each other, called the service mapping. Vertical and the horizontal. Or I guess it's a vertical horizontal, right? Top, not top or bottom up. This is what this do. So when you say horizontal, it do like this 1, 2, 3 like this. Vertical, it's like do this 1, 2, 3, 4. Vertical includes the horizontal as well somewhere. It's very technical. I don't want to be going that area now. Otherwise, you guys get confused. Let me show you something more which can help us to be understand. Okay, entry point. Nay, leave it, no problem. Okay, this one, yeah, it is a good example. This is what I'm talking. Sorry, I was going wrong. Horizontal means like in this format. Vertical means this relationship need to be built up complete. Horizontal, I'm just finding the components. That it is application service, it is a business service, it is a net router, it is a laptop, it is a server. But in this vertical, or it says top down, means I am building that what business service related to which database, what network or what router. This is what this particular thing do. Okay, this is what we call this as a service mapping, or the vertical service mapping, or the top down service mapping. Okay. Sure. Clear till this point, everybody?
Atulji, here one.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, what is the difference between like service mapping and discovery? Like, is there any major difference between both of these?
Discovery is the first step to find out the components. Service mapping is that to build the relationship in that particular components.
Okay.
Okay, so like
Oh,
discovery is like finding out a girl for your brother is a discovery. When
okay.
she get married to your brother, you are building the relationships. That is called the
Okay.
service mapping here. Okay, this part.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Okay. Got it. Got it. Yeah.
good. Clear everybody till this point. This is what is basics for us. Good for us now. Okay. Everybody, Ima, Olu, Saba, Gloria, Khushbu, SK, sorry, Kumar, MJ. Good. Okay. Now the first portion of today class has been completed. Now let's come to the little interesting as a pure BA part, that as a business analyst, what I have to be do. Okay. Now listen my statement carefully. I want to build a house. I want to build a house. This is what? This is my requirement. And you are my developers. Okay, good. I said, okay, Saba, Ima, Olu, MJ, Priya, and Kumar. Guys, please develop a house for me. You all are the good guys. You start working and you build up a house for me. Okay. Suddenly, Kumar says, Atul, do you need garage in your house? I said, yes. Oh, we did not put the space for the garage. Chalo, not possible, Atul, now. Then Saba says, Atul, do you need the swimming pool as well in your house? I said, yes. Oh my God. We did not consider that part in our building of this house. Then MJ says, Atul, how many rooms you want? I said, I want 5 rooms. Oh, we build up the 7 rooms. So in short, if you see this example, none of you understand the requirement carefully. I say build a house, you start building that house. This is what the things goes wrong here. Before you build, you need to be understand my requirement. Okay. And to do that part at point of time in the SDLC format, we have two things. One is called the waterfall model and one is called the agile format. It's not a model, it's a framework, it's a methodology, I can say. Waterfall means you get the requirement, you build up, after 1 year you show me, Atul, this is your product. Maybe in the 1 year the things get changed. My mind gets changed, requirements get changed, my thoughts get changed, but it's done and dusted. Now in the current scenario, we're using the agile methodology, which says that build the product in the bit and pieces. That bit and pieces called the minimum viable product. You guys know that we are using agile in our training because every day from the day 1 till day 41, I am building something step by step in your mind about service now. I did not give a lot of topics in one go. I pick up one topic, one subject, and tell you that guys, this is what ITL. Secondly, this is what ITSM. This is what service now. This is what service now products. I'm building minimum viable product in your mind. After 2 days, after 3 days, after 4 days, after 5 days, you are saying, yes, I am a ServiceNow resource. After 10 days, your confidence get up. Yes, I know ServiceNow more. After 20 days, more up. After 30 days, more up. After 40 days, more up. And now you're very confident. Yes, I can go in the market and search for the job. This is called the minimum viable product. At every iteration, after every class, something enhancing in your capabilities. Okay, and this is what the main fundamental of the methodology called the agile. I'm not going to be discuss about what is agile, what is manifest, what is principle. No, this is not our work, not our agenda. In agile, we have few concepts. And what is the main concept called the stories? What story? Story means the requirement which is given by customer to us, which is further non-breakable or decomposable or I'll not say decomposable, it's not defunctional. Basically, not divided into the pieces. Let's say I said I want a house. Priya says, Atul, it is very huge requirement. Give me little more detail. What Priya is doing? She is probing me. Remember the discovery. I said, Priya, I need a house where I have 5 rooms, 1 garage, 1 swimming pool, 1 garden, 2 kitchens, and 5 washrooms. She again confused. Atul, this is too much. Let's go step by step. I said, I want 5 rooms in my house. Out of 5, 3 are the kids' rooms, or 2 are the kid rooms. 1 is the master bedroom, and then 2 are the one is the guest room and 1 is the living room. Now Priya said yes, but still confused. Atul is too much. I want 1 living room which length is 18 by 18, length and breadth is 18 by 18, which contain 5 windows, 2 ventilations point, 5 sockets, 1 setup of TV. Priya again confused. Atul, little bit more. I want a living room where I have 5 windows, 1 on the left side, 2 on the right side, 1 on the roof and the right side. Okay. Priya again confused. Atul, little bit more elaborate. I want 1 window on the right side of the wall, which length is 2 by 2. That's all. Priya again confused. Atul, little bit more elaborate. I want 1 window 2 by 2 on the right side, which open from outside of the house, which has a lock and which has a latch. Now Priya is happy because she get all the required information, but still missing what color I didn't mention. But let's not go in that deep dive. But in practical, so I started with the requirement called the house, and where I landed just on a window. These are called the user stories. in Agile. In Agile methodology, these are called the user story. And as a business analyst, you should know what is the user story. Because I, as Atul Grover, write or do this thing day in, day out. So there's a format which is given by Agile when writing a user story. As a user or persona. There's a new course has been launched by ServiceNow. Role and responsibility of a business analyst in the project activities. It is by Ellen. Some person is there who provided that content. Go and check on the Now Learning. He mentioned this thing as a user persona. I want X, Y, Z so that as a husband, I want one living room so that I can stay with my family. It is still very big requirement. As I'm saying in the beginning that user story means which is you cannot divide further. It is too minute. Because if you remember, the developer work only on the content which is mentioned in the user story. I give one example. In one of my previous project, I write a user story. Okay, and what I say that as a incident manager, I want when a user click on the resolve button, he should get a message. And the message is, sorry, you are not allowed to enter into the next window. By mistake, I write the wrong spelling in that message. And you will not believe. Developer copy paste the wrong spelling and put it in the ServiceNow system. When I was doing a testing and say, guys, the spelling is wrong. You know what developer says? It's not my fault. Although it's your fault. You write the spelling, we copy paste it. This is what a BA need to be understand. Developer is not responsible for these kind of spelling mistakes because it is not his work or her work. His work is to set up the things in the system. It's my work as a user, as a business analyst to write the correct stories. And to do this part in ServiceNow give us a format called the Agile 2.0. Okay, they have Agile 2.0. You have to be installed that plugin. Under that, you will find a concept called the stories. Let me open it and will show that how the story look like. This is what a story. Let me open it. Theme epics, it's completely agile format that we're not going to discuss because for me, the main intention to tell you that how to write a user story that is important. And here we write it as a ITL user. I want to add a new error message so that when a user click on button able to proceed further. This is the first part of the user story. Now Priya build up that window for me in the house. Okay. And Priya says, Atul, your window is ready. I said, okay. I said, no, Priya, it's not the right window which I'm looking for. Priya said, come on, you give the same requirement. I said, yes. But then I say, Priya, did you ask me when I will say, yes, this is the right window? On which parameter? Let's say Priya make a cup of tea. When Priya says, yes, it is a good tea. When she tasted and the taste is as expected what Priya is looking for. The boil of the tea is in the accurate temperature. It is neither too light, it is neither too dark. It's neither too sweet, neither too less sweet sides. This concept is called the criteria. In Agile, these words are so powerful, guys. So what acceptance criteria says, as I can say, it's a when, then, when a user click on button, then get a pop-up message and action enter into. This is the format of the acceptance criteria. As a user, I want a window 2 by 2 on the right side of the wall. And when I accept it, when a user enter into the room, will see the window and able to open and close the window from the inside, then I will say yes, this story has been accepted. This is what the fundamental of the user story in the agile format. Everybody clear on this part? Any doubt, any question? You can ask, guys. You can put reactions. Good. Now, Priya is working with me and I give 200 requirements to Priya. One window, one bed, one sofa, one kitchen and XYZ. Priya says, Atul, no. So confusing. So confusing. Let me do a categorization of these requirements. Then on the top, what she do? She is working on the epic. Epic means a little broader category of the story. So like in my house making, my kitchen is one of my epic, or kitchen wall is one of my epic, so that I can map that how many work I have to do on the wall, kitchen wall. And on the top I have a theme. Then kitchen become my theme, kitchen wall are my epic, kitchen shelf are my epic, kitchen interior is my epic. And under that, I will put story either in the kitchen wall epic, either kitchen shelf epic, either kitchen interior epic. Agile is purely functional part, guys. It work on the words. If you remember, if you know the words, you can do anything. Okay. And if you want to read about this, you can, I guess, go to the Agile Scrum, if I'm not wrong. There is a website which this is Scrum Agile Alliance. Read on this particular topic. Scrum overview, Agile. You will get to know a lot of things. It is very trending in the market at point of time. Very trending. So there's a few things which has been given here. Okay, because this is not our topic for discussion. My intention is that because when you are applying for the business analyst, you should know that where to create the user story. This pattern is important to understand. What it says, as a I want to do that. As a father or as a kid, I want food so that my hunger should be over. What business value I am getting, that is important for you to mention in the user story. That so that is one thing. As a IT guy, I want to learn service now so that I can get a good job. And when you say that this training is good, when I get a job or when I learn service now, then I get a job which giving me good salary. This is what is the acceptance criteria. If in the interview someone asks about the agile story, user story, you should tell these two things. Without acceptance criteria, none of the story is accepted. None of the story will be considered as a user story, because till the time you don't have a parameter to verify how you can say that your story is fine or your story is correct. Clear guys, everybody clear till this point? Any doubt, any question? MJ, Priya, Kumar, Khushbu, Olu, Saba, Ima. Okay, good. So now let me stop the recording and take a quick attendance here, guys. Okay, before that, anybody has any doubt, any question pending in their bucket? Okay, good.